In this video, we're gonna be juggling clubs, but we're not only gonna be doing single spins, we're gonna be learning how to do double spins, triple spins, and even half spins. And you might be wondering, Bennett, what about flats? Well, that will be its own separate video. For now, we're just gonna be touching on the different types of spins. So let's get right into it.
And by the way, in case you don't already know me, my name is fly juggler Bennett Santor. I've been juggling for over a decade. I'm an international juggling champion. I've juggled 9 balls, and now I get to teach juggling to hundreds of thousands of people like you guys through my social media presence. Anyways, back to the video.
Okay, so let's first start with half spins because that will be the lowest thing we're gonna be doing. So you probably know what a half spin is just from the name of it. You're basically taking a club, and instead of doing a full spin on it, you're gonna do a half spin. So if you have it on the handle, you're gonna spin it so you catch it on the body of the club. And then once you have it on the body, then you throw it back and catch it on the handle. So just practice with one club like this, throwing back and forth with a half spin. Now the thing that's crucial here is really what affects the spin the most is how much wrist you put into it. So even if I put a lot of power into a throw like that, like if I put a lot of arm into it, it still won't spin unless I use my wrist to snap it and spin. So you're probably gonna have to use less wrist than you're normally used to using when you spin a club, and you're gonna have to like float it more and throw it more with your arm than you are with your wrist. So practice this one throw back and forth first, so half spin and then half spin back, half spin and then half spin back, and then practice it from the other side, so half spin back, half spin back, and then get out the second club. Then we're gonna practice throw, throw, catch, catch in half spins. So once again, really emphasizing here, try to use as little wrist as possible. That's gonna be the most important thing you focus on when you're trying to do this. So if you use too much wrist, you're gonna end up with a full spin. Really focus on throwing it with your arm and with your shoulders and letting the spin not happen because you're not putting that much wrist into it. So get very comfortable with the throw, throw, catch, catch like this from both sides. So left side and then back, and then right side and then back. And then you add it into the 3 club cascade. So instead of doing the normal single spins, once again with your wrist, you're putting less wrist into each throw and you're ending up with half spins like this. That's half spins, but now let's get into double spins, where you spin each club twice in the air before it lands. So just like half spins, double spins have the same idea, except now you want to put more wrist into each throw instead of less wrist. So just to put that into perspective, I can juggle the normal 3 club cascade at this height with 1 spin, or I could do it at that same exact height or even lower with 2 spins. And that's almost all controlled by how much wrist I put into each throw. So for now, practice with 1 and practice putting a lot of wrist into your throw. So a lot of wrist to get it to spin twice before it lands. Now it might even be a little scary to catch, so you can practice just a throw and letting it drop and just hit the floor if you want. But eventually you want to be able to control it and do a double spin. So for now, you'll probably have to throw it higher than usual to have it be in the air for long enough. But as you get better, even practice how low can you throw it? Like how much wrist can you put into the spin so that you don't even have to throw it high to catch it. And then we're gonna do the same progression. So throw, throw, catch, catch, but both clubs are being thrown as doubles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Get very, very comfortable with that before moving on. And then you're gonna try to do it out of a 3 club cascade. So 1, 2, 3, stop there maybe, or maybe 1, 2, 3, and try to continue. Or maybe you'll even do singles, and then when you feel comfortable, you throw a double, and then you go back into the 3 club cascade, and then a double there, back into the 3 club cascade, maybe 2 doubles, and then eventually you get more and more comfortable throwing consistent doubles like this. Now, once again, I'm gonna emphasize this one more time. It is almost all in the amount of wrist you put into the throw. So if you're struggling, really focus on, okay, I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna flick it with my wrist. And if you flick it right, you'll get a lot more spin on it. And then for triples, it's the same exact concept. So instead of putting a lot of wrist into it, put even more wrist into it. So you do a throw, but with a bunch of wrist, it looks like that. So 1, 2, 3. So a triple spin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you can do this up to infinity spins, but it gets harder the higher you go up. But triples is definitely doable compared to like quadruples or quintuples. For triples, I don't really have much more tips than just practice the wrist and practice it the same way you practice with 2. So as you continue to go up, really get solid at the throw, throw, catch, catch, and and then really get solid at the 1, 2, 3, and then the triples should lock in after. It's gonna take practice, but it should be able to solidify and get consistent triple throws. So yeah, just to summarize that whole video, the height is controlled with your shoulder and your arm, but the amount of spin is controlled much more by your wrist. So you can put almost no spin on it if you decide to not put your wrist into it. But if you grip it harder and you flick your wrist, you can generate way more spin to get doubles and even triples like that. So boom, like that. Anyways, I really hope that helped you.
Quick reminder, I've helped millions with juggling through my free videos, but I wanted to do even more, which is why I started Fly Juggling School. Believe it or not, there was a time where I couldn't juggle 3 balls. In fact, I sucked so badly that I had to drop down to scarves. And to be honest, it was discouraging, and I probably would have quit if I hadn't had a coach. He helped me improve at juggling without the frustration of constantly getting stuck on the same trick. I want the same for you. So if you're not convinced by these testimonials, here's my guarantee. Join Fly Juggling School, write down any trick you want to learn, and if you don't learn it, I'll give you a full refund. It's a great community, and for more info, it'll be the first link in the description.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you're getting comfortable with that and you want to learn flats, both in reverse and from the handles, I have another video on that coming out soon, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks so much for watching, happy juggling, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
Just let me pack up your past. I got your diamonds and chains. I'm running out with a ride.